Why are you so passionate about creative thinking and its importance for business success?
So we're in an environment today that we have never seen as much disruption for industries across the board. There's not a single industry in the last year, 18 months that hasn't been disrupted by so many things. And I give the example, years ago when business success came from, doing the same thing over and over again. If you think of Henry Ford, which is obviously decades ago, he created a black Ford and that was what made them successful. As things have evolved, actually it's flipped on its head. The speed and the complexity, leaders now no longer can be experts in one thing. So the one thing they do need to be an expert in is creative thinking in terms of how they do that, how they instill that in their company and in their staff so that they can continue to evolve, bring in new ideas and be flexible and adapt when things come. I use the analogy that when we drive to work, or we drive a similar place, generally we drive the same route all the time, and we have to admit, and I have to admit as well, very often we get to those places and we think, how did we even get here? Now that is our subconscious driving us there because we have done it so many times we don't even have to think about it. The problem is when we don't take any different routes apart from the route that we do every day, when a roadblock comes, and it's usually when we're in a rush, that's when it's like panic mode. Oh God, I don't know where to go next. Now, yes, we have sat-nav in the world right now. That generally takes you the long way round. So if you reverse that and think, if you drove to work every day and took a different route every day, yes, you would have to think more at the time. But when that disruption comes, which is the roadblock, you would have figured out lots of different ways. And one of those ways might not work when the roadblock comes, but you have developed the ability and the strength and the muscle of creative thinking, which means when it happens, you know exactly, how to kick into gear and do things very differently. And for me, that is why I'm so passionate about it. And in terms of the type of entrepreneurs I work with, I see the growing entrepreneurs who are very ambitious. They have so many ideas and want to do so many things. And these people change the world and will change the world in the future for the better. The challenge is if they are not, if they don't get those ideas into a formula or a plan or a strategy, and really understand how they come up with ideas. And not only that, if I give an example, I see entrepreneurs who start businesses, but they don't have the ability to teach their staff how to be creative and think of new ideas. And as they scale the business, that ethos doesn't continue in the business. If they have the ability to do that, which is what I work with them on, as I say, these people change the world, and for me, that is a huge passion for me. If I can work with these game changers, the acceleration in their own success and the impact they're going to have in the world is what really drives me in terms of the economy, the development of other people and society as well.